Have you ever thought about just how much cool stuff you can get from a different country, and then you realize, wow, you actually got a lot more than you expected? Because that's me after this entire Japan trip, and kind of just this month in general. But yeah, it was very exciting. Anyways, hello everybody, this is that Manga Dude, and welcome to my pickups video, yes sirree, for the month of November of 2025. This past month was insane. I've talked about it already in my Japan overall video where I talked about my trip, all the kind of places we went to, and of course all the stuff I picked up. And in this video I will talk also about all of the manga I picked up, not just the Japanese manga but also the English manga that I've picked up over the past month, because I was not in Japan for that long in November. So it's gonna be a really fun one. I got a lot of free manga as well, a lot of manga that was provided to me. I will be stating those when I come to them, but yes, it was a crazy month, a lot of great manga, and I'm excited to talk about them. Let's get started right now. Okay, so typically the way my videos start is or at least for the pickups videos, is I usually talk about publishers I didn't get a lot of manga from, or defunct. But this time around, I'm actually going to start with all of the manga that I got in Japan that are for, is for Japanese readers, and I'm only going to do that because I've already talked about these in a video. If you want to go check that out, I will link it somewhere up here, or probably also in the comments below. So yeah, I'm going to basically be speeding through this very quickly. So first up, the first volume I'm going to be showing off, it is Konjiki no Gash Volume 2. This is the Zatch Bell sequel. We have ourselves 2 volumes of Hanebado, the badminton play of Ayano Hayasaki from Kosuke Hamada. Evolve Volume 1, Fly Free High Volume 1 from Kaori Saki. Shiori Experience Volume 1, hallelujah, we finally got it. This one called Sugar Girl from Yamashita Tomoko or Tomoyo? I think it's Tomoko. Yes, I believe that that is what it is. Yes. Up next, Gutsy Gritty Girl from Shima Shinya. I will talk about this one just a little bit because this officially completes my collection of everything that's drawn by Shima Shinya. So I own officially every single one of their manga. I'm so happy to have found this in Japan. This is Asobi Asobase Volume 1 from Rin Suzukawa. This is, I believe, the Patissier spin-off of Nisekoi, so very excited to have that. The comic from Kazuki Takahashi, may he rest in peace. The Wand Dance Volume 1, the cover that we did not receive here in America from Coffee. We have Dig It from Yoshida Maru. It's supposed to be a really popular volleyball series, so I'm excited to be checking this out, and hopefully it gets an English release. This is Avoid Number 9, Volume 3 from Shima Shinya. This one, I had to look it up about. It's a story about a boy addicted to rhythmic gymnastics. I forgot what the Japanese title is. I should have it somewhere, and of course I didn't have a place for it, so I'll probably have it written up here somewhere. This is Volumes 1, 2, and 3 of Guitar Shop Rosie, one of the series that I was super hyped and excited to try to find, and it took us until the second to last day for me to be able to find this. Doraemon Volume 1. This is the bilingual one of this, so it's really cool to have. I got Ulambana from Kitsuneko Nakata, which is actually a comic in both French and Japanese, so really cool to have this. I got Gone Volume 1, very excited to have this as well, since this is a fully, there is no dialogue, so excited to be able to actually read this. I believe this is a Kazeban, I think is what it's called, but basically it's a special edition of Hikaru no Go. This is Volume 4, absolutely gorgeous art from Takashi Obata, and then obviously written by Yumi Hotta. And then I did pick up one official manga magazine, and that is going to be Monthly Comic Beam. This was for the November 2025 release because I just started following this mangaka here on the cover, and I love their work, and this was just a really gorgeous release. But very happy to have this. I do really enjoy Comic Beam as an overall manga magazine, so super happy to have this. And then it is manga related, but it is not a manga itself per se. It does have some comics here and there in here, but that is going to be Set Your Heart on Fire. This is the Baton art book. Super excited to have this. I absolutely love Baton's work. I can't really flip through this because there is some nudity in there, but the art's absolutely gorgeous. Maybe sometime I'll like do a flip through really quick and try to cover up spots, but really happy to have this. Love Baton's work. Now, let's move on to the English manga. Okay, so now, this section is going to be all of the English manga that I picked up. The first section is going to be manga that from publishers I didn't get a lot from or are debunked, but a lot of these are actually still around. So first up, from, I believe this is called Inklore. This is Umi Takase's I Wanna Be Your Girl, Volume 2. This is the second volume to a series that I actually really enjoyed the first volume for. That follows a story about these two characters who have been friends all along. When one of the characters has started to dress like a girl and has received a lot of flack for it, but the friend who is the main character and is a female by birth, decides to try to dress up like them instead in order to let's make it less awkward. But it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just about the characters trying to understand themselves, especially the main character trying to learn more about their friend who they thought they knew but didn't really seem to know at all. So it's a pretty interesting premise. I do really enjoy it. I like the idea of finding your identity, especially in high school. I feel like it's one of the most common times that a lot of people do find their identity. And then obviously tackling the themes and topics of kind of people's reactions to it, whether it's nonchalantness, as some people are more aggressive or more hostile towards it, and obviously a lot more people are loving as well. So this is kind of like putting all that together into one series. So I like the first volume, and I'm happy to have the second one. Okay, next up I picked up the volume Koboku from Sono Michiru. This is the Old Man Yaoi, or at least I think that's what it was being called. This is from Futakiya, which I believe just recently said that they were going under. I can't remember if it's them, but I did get this for like $5, so I was like, yeah, why not? Let's go check it out. I saw some, a lot of people seem to enjoy it, so I decided to pick it up, and I will be talking about this in the reading log next week. Okay, coming in from the Manga Mavericks. I was actually provided these copies by Manga Mavericks themselves, so thank you so much to V-Lord, specifically and Mike Joko. You two were there, and as well as Red String Translations, but V-Lord is the one who actually provided these copies directly, and I was not expecting it. I was like, really? Whoa, okay, this is crazy. But I did pick up, or I was given First Time in Taiwan, A Delicious Adventure from Muta Yuki. This is an autobiographical manga about the mangaka and his family going to Taiwan and eating delicious food and talking about that in a small little compact book. Yes, I did talk about this in the FVI, so if you want my full opinions, go check that out. As well as being provided Great Metal God, an illustrated science fiction science fiction tale from Iwakuni Kogyo. This is a no dialogue manga. It looks really cool, and I will also be talking about this in the reading log upcoming. Okay, coming in from Tokyo Pop from their Love imprint, that is going to be In the Twilight of Our Adolescence from Waka Hayashi. It follows a story about these two boys here who are currently in, I believe it's supposed to be middle school, and they are kind of like discovering themselves with their friends. One of the guys is totally kind of like the oddball kid, and the other one is like this more popular, very good at sports kind of kid. So it's about them and how they become friends and maybe something else, as the Love imprint suggests. I believe this also does have a couple of short stories at the end as well, but I really think this cover is really cool, and I just really enjoyed this little illustration here. But yes, In the Twilight of Adolescence. Okay, and then next up, the final volume of You Can't Live All on Your Own from Mizoko Suno. I cannot believe this is the last volume. There are 3 volumes to this amazing series that I've been talking about on this channel since it's released. But yes, happy to have this final volume, and I will be talking about it when I read it, and I'll probably be very sad. Okay, coming in from 7 Seas, we have ourselves Too Many Losing Heroines, Volume 4 from Itachi Takibi, Amamori, and Imigimuru. I've been loving this series. I think it's really enjoyable. The comedy is on point. I love the art as well. So yeah, excited to have another volume of this. Up next, Hooligans, Volume 1 from Iro Itani. This was an interesting one because it follows a story about this like mafia family who is experimenting with alchemy and stuff like that. So it's about them just defending their turf and doing cool stuff as like the mafia / hooligans do. Yeah, it looked really cool. I was actually really excited when 7 Seas announced it. The art looks really gorgeous on the cover, so excited to check it out. And then up next, Kase-san and Cherry Blossoms. This is Volume 5 of the Kase-san and series from Hiromi Takashima. Happy to have another volume of this series. This is one of my favorite Yuri series, probably of all time. Not that I've read a lot of Yuri, so you know, take that with a grain of salt, but I have been really enjoying this one. I just love the character development. I love their dynamic with one another. They're just adorable, and I just can't wait to continue rooting for them as we watch them grow up. Okay, coming into some of our bigger publishers, we have Kodansha. So first up, I picked up The Drops of God, Volume 1 from Tadashi Agi and Shu Okimoto. Yeah, I completely forgot that Kodansha was re-releasing this series in print. So yes, it looks like it's a pretty nice print as well. Cover feels really good. It looks really good. Pages look pretty thick as well. So excited to be reading this one. I know it's all about wine, so something I'm not particularly well versed in, but can't wait to learn. Up next, Blue Period Volume 16 from Tsubasa Yamaguchi. Of course, I had to pick up a Blue Period volume when it comes out finally. And yes, very excited to continue reading this one. I genuinely love this series. It's just a really, really good time. And sometimes hits a little too close to home, but that's what I love about it. Up next, Medalist Volume 11 from Suru Maikata. Yes! So happy to have another volume of Medalist. I love this series. I've been enjoying this so much. Inori, fantastic main character. Our coach, also a fantastic character as well. And yeah, just fantastic art, great characters, great story, well paced. It's really well done, and I'm excited to continue reading it. Alright, up next, Spacewalking with You, Volume 2 from Inuhiko Doronoda. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that name. This is a fantastic series. I read the first volume a few months ago and absolutely loved it, but it follows a story about these two here. This kid who's kind of like leaning into becoming a delinquent because he has a hard time kind of keeping up with things and being able to remember stuff until he meets this kind of eccentric other character. His name is Uno. And yes, he's supposed to be on the spectrum, and he kind of shows his struggles as you read through the first volume, but they start to learn things about each other and as they become close friends as well. So it's a really great, I don't know, it's just a really, really well done and very well written series. I love the coming of age aspects of it. I love the characters just in general. I think they're really well done, and I think it's got really great representation and really great at writing and helping you understand you know, things about the autism spectrum without being like blatant dictionary definitions. I think it's very nuanced in that way, and I really, really respect and appreciate it for that. So excited to continue reading this series. And last but not least, for the Kodansha section, first volume of A Curtain Call for You from Shiho Sato and Kiki Emoda. I did talk about this in the FVI, but this is a series following the story about this girl here, who is actually not the main character. She's I would say the main love interest, winky face. But she's an eccentric gal who's come to the school and meets our main character, who is this girl who's kind of quiet and has a hard time speaking up for herself. But after they accidentally switch notebooks, she's very much interested in our main character's writings and musings. So yes, they become friends, and now must experience and are going to create a drama club on campus. So I will talk more about this in the reading log, but go check out the FEI if you want my full opinions now. Okay, coming in from Yen Press. So the way I've split Yen Press up, Yen Press provided me a lot of things in general. I will explain that when I get to it. But I will talk about what they provided to me first for free, and then I will be talking about the manga I personally picked up. So first up, we have ourselves Gals Can't Be Kind to Otaku from Norishiro-chan and Sakana Uozumi. We have ourselves Corpse Knight Gunther from Mayo Naguri. We have ourselves Monster Colored Island from Mitsuru Hattori. We have ourselves The Girl Past the Filters from Suzu Omi. We have ourselves the volume. I keep forgetting to mention a lot of those are volume 1s. The first volume of The Terrifying Students at Ghoul School from Mai Tanaka. Magical Midlifer, volume 1 from Maki and Nemumi Haiba. The Maid is a Vampire, from Yasu Shige. And this Oshinoko coloring book, or Coloring Idol color activity book. Yeah, yes, that is definitely an activity book. Okay, now for the manga that I picked up from Yen Press, personally. This is Not Love, But Delicious Food Make Me So Happy from Fumi Yoshinaga. I believe this is a one-shot series from Fumi Yoshinaga. Famed mangaka, has made a lot of fantastic work, including a series that I really enjoyed called Tamaki and Amane that I received from Yen Press earlier this year. But yes, don't know much about this, but I'm excited to check it out. And last but not least from Yen Press, Takahashi from the Bike Shop by Arare Matsumushi. This is the third volume, an absolutely wonderful adult romance series. Follows the story about these two here and about their relationship with one another after some situations with her bike that she breaks and brings to his shop, and then a relationship forms from there. I've been really enjoying the series, and I love this cover as well, so excited to read this one. It's me, post-video manga, and I forgot to mention this when I was talking about the Yen Press manga that I picked up, but I picked up Blend S Volume 3, so I just wanted to point that out really quick. There it is. Okay, totally forgot to mention this one earlier in the video, but Titan Manga did provide me with a copy of Stray from Ryo Kamiyo and Yu Nakahara. I did talk about this in my FVI, so go check that out if you want my full opinions on this one as well. Alright, let's get into the Viz Media section. This is the section I usually have the most manga from, and lo and behold, I do, other than the Japanese volumes, but the Japanese volumes are different publishers, so it doesn't count towards this. Anyways, let's get started. So first up, One Piece Volume 110 from Eiichiro Oda. So happy to have another copy of One Piece. I just love this series so much, and, it's just fantastic. And now we're finally getting out of Egghead and going into the next, coming into the next arc, so excited to continue reading and checking it out. Sumiki Ogami's Not So Ordinary Life Volume 3 from Miru Morishita, a series that I have been really enjoying, even though I was kind of sipping on the haterade when I first saw the first volume. I was kind of like, man, it's probably not going to be for me, but it's a really charming, down-to-earth, just kind of, it's more of a comedy, school life, slice of life series, with some romantic elements here and there, so excited to continue reading this one as well. Rai Volume 2 from Yoshi Aki. I thought the first volume was really fun, love the comedic elements and love the action, so happy to have another volume of this. Hirayasumi Volume 7 from Keigo Shinzo. Of course, always excited to get another volume of Hirayasumi. This is such a fantastic series, and I love it to death. It's a great slice of life series with some really wonderful topics and themes. Learning to deal with grief and art block and all these different things. So it's just a really, really well done series. Happy to have another volume. Alright, Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Regenerated, Volume 5 from Katsura Issei and Takuma Yokota. As you can clearly see, I've not read this because it's still covered in plastic, but really enjoy this very nostalgic feeling series all about playing Magic during the 1990s going into the 2000s. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Happy to have another volume. Up next, Children of the Sea, Volume 4 from Daisuke Igarashi. Finally got another volume of the series. I've been struggling to find the last two volumes that I need, which is volumes 4 and 5. But really, really enjoy this series. If you don't know about what the story is, it follows the story about this family, or this person who lives with her family near the ocean. Her parents, I believe it's her mom, I think it's actually both of them, work for this like kind of like marine biology like study center, and they have these two boys who are allegedly from the ocean. Like they came out of the ocean and they have this connection to the ocean somehow. So it's about her becoming friends with these characters and trying to figure out what is going on. It's a really, really cool premise. The art is very unique and special and different, and I really love it. So excited to have another volume. And the final volume that I picked up in November of 2025 is The Big Chungus. It's also one of the most, I want to say one of the most praised series of all time, for better or for worse. A lot of people will not shut up about this series. So I finally got it because I got it for half off from a Half Price Books near where my family lives. So excited to finally have it, and maybe people will shut up about it. That is Vagabond Volume 1 from Takahiko Inoue. This is the 301. Really popular series. Like I said, I don't really know anything about it. I'm gonna be completely honest. I just know it's about samurais, and it's got some the more realistic art that Takahiko Inoue has leaned into as he's moved on with his manga career. So don't know anything about it. I will probably be reading this at some point soon, and someone's probably gonna say that my opinions about it are wrong, so I can't wait for that. It's gonna be exciting. But yes, happy to actually do have this volume. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. What did you pick up in the past month, or just in general recently? Let me know in the comments below. And you know what to do. You can like, you can comment, you can subscribe. Those are all amazing things, and I really appreciate it when you do those things. And thank you to DragonBugz, as always, for being a loyal member. They are of the highest tier, so thank you so much for doing that. I have a membership that you can have where you can either just you know, pay for a low price of 99 cents, if I remember correctly, per month. You'll get a shout out in my videos like this. If you go for the higher tiers, you'll get some of my videos early, or you'll even get members only videos. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. But if anything, thank you so much for subscribing and watching. It just, that also means a ton. And so yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Oh, bye-bye.